Hey y'all, hey, welcome to But Also, the real talk podcast for real life moments. If this is your first time joining us, I'm your host, GDazzle. Some of y'all know me as GDazz, but most of y'all just call me G, your girl, your friend, your sis, who's here to keep it real with you. This podcast is all about diving into life's moments that don't always fit into a neat little box, because life isn't always black and white. Here, we like to talk about the gray, so both sides of the coin, where two truths can exist, those yes and moments of life, like being about your business, but also minding your mental health. Here, we keep it light, we keep it real, and we keep it all the way honest. Now, you'll get some laughs, a couple of kikis, and maybe even a moment or two where you say, dang, G, you just gonna read my life like that? Yes. Yes, I am. Because we're all living the same life, boo, and that's okay. So whether you're here trying to figure it all out or just trying to make it through today, I got you. Let's talk about the highs, the lows, and all of the messy moments in between. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So before I actually get into it, first, I just want to apologize to the family. And if you don't know who the family is, it's y'all. It's y'all. But I want to apologize for not being here with an episode last week. Your girl was out here sick and just fully out of commission. But please know that even though I may have been down and out, you all were still on my mind. Because truth be told, I missed y'all a little bit. I did. I kind of missed you, Stink. I mean, we've been rocking week to week now since January. Can you believe it? I mean, time flies when you're doing something that you're passionate about, right? But as someone who is always ripping and running and rest feels like a distant friend, it's always interesting to me how God finds a way for you to be still and to sit your butt down, especially when you don't do it on your own, right? And honey, one quick surefire way that he does it with me is by getting sick. Since it's something that doesn't happen to me always, but when it does, it takes your girl down and out for the count. Y'all, I'm talking like DEFCON level 3, just sick, sick, sick. And I don't know what it is about that downtime when I'm sick, but all of a sudden, I become real reflective. Someone once told me that there is nothing worse than an idle mind. And while I was on my sick bed, stuffed up, trying to breathe, hey, big shout out to Mucinex for holding your girl down. But to get back to it, I had so many thoughts running through my head. I'm talking various conversations I had in the past with people I should have cussed out and just now thought of a really good comeback, all the way to self-reflection and wondering if it's time for me to do another makeover of mind, body, and soul and making edits and updates to my vision board. But the thing that I found myself simmering and marinating on the most were all of the FOMO things. And for those who may not be familiar with the term FOMO, FOMO, it means the fear of missing out. But to get back to it, that's the majority of what I kept thinking about, such as the days of work I was missing, or the plans that were made that had to be canceled, or commitments or obligations that had to be put on hold because I literally, physically, and mentally could not meet them. And even as it pains me to admit it, the thought of not being able to produce a podcast for y'all was killing me. And I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Come here now. Come close. Listen up. Make sure you turn your volume up a little bit. When I first started this podcast, I made a promise to us. Yes, us. Me and you, us. That I would be dedicated and consistent in showing up for y'all. And when I wasn't able to do that, I took it personal. I took it real personal, not lightly at all. I felt like I was letting you all down. Then I felt like I was letting myself down. And essentially, I was letting us down. And that, due to the fact of me not showing up, it meant that I felt like y'all were going to forget about little old me. And then, child, the floodgates of FOMO thoughts just really started running rampant in my head. But then I remembered two things. One, I'm human. I am. And two, this 5-letter word called grace. And that it's okay to allow myself to give it to me more. Giving yourself grace means offering yourself the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that you give someone that you care about when they make a mistake or fall short or simply just having a tough time. It's about letting go of perfectionism, allowing room for mistakes and growth, being gentle with your inner critic. And my critic be slapping off the meat rack sometimes. And just recognizing your humanity and prioritizing progress over perfection. And any of those type A personalities out there, that's hard to do because, ooh, child, that perfectionist spirit of mine, cray cray. But anywho, it's crazy how society can sometimes put that extra pressure on us to make it feel like we're not doing enough. Or better yet, that if we were being still, that we should be moving. And if we're not, then we're being lazy and unproductive. That our grind ain't grinding as hard as it should be, or that whatever we're focusing on, we're not taking it seriously and our eyes are no longer on the prize. But guess what? Lies. Or as the youngins say on the tiki-talkies, cap. Big cap. Now, I once had a good girlfriend of mine tell me that, hey girl, rest is productive. And when she said that to me, it was like a light bulb went off, like the glass had shattered. And I promise when she said it to me, it hit me like a ton of bricks because she was absolutely right. And something that I say quite often is that you can't be good to others if you're no good to yourself. So sis, bruh, cousin, take the break. Take the personal day. Use that PTO. Take the vacation. Be sick and allow yourself space and grace to nurse and heal yourself. I promise that person, that thing, that obligation, or whatever it may be, the world will be okay. And here's the thing, right? Getting back to that word grace that we've been talking about, grace just isn't a cute little word that we throw around here and there when we mess up or miss out. Nah, I want us to think about it more like a lifestyle. It's a mindset. Most importantly, it's a gentle reminder that we are all doing the best we can with what we got. And even on the days when the best looks like pajamas, blankets, chilling out, and not a single thing getting crossed off of the to-do list. And guess what? That's okay. It is. And you know what else? Grace also shows up in the way that we bounce back, in how we come back stronger, wiser, and maybe even a little bit funnier. Because life will humble you and hand you a plot twist real quick, okay? With the quickness. But also gives you all the tools you need to rewrite the next scene. And baby, this is just a scene, not the whole story. Remember that. That's a fact right there. So, whether you've been hard on yourself lately, or maybe in your own little season of stillness, child, breathe. Let's do it together. Just inhale and then exhale. It's okay. You are not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not failing. You're just human, love. And being human, that deserves a whole lot of grace. All right, y'all. That is a wrap on today's, but also the Real Talk podcast for real life moments. And if you're feeling what you heard, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube so you never miss an episode. And hey, while you're at it, share it with the cousins. Share it with your friends who you think will get a kick out of this episode. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at @ButAlso_podcast for more real talk, behind the scenes moments, and all of the vibes in between. Thanks for kicking it with me. And until next time, y'all, keep on keeping, keep thriving and surviving and embracing all of your moments. The good, the messy, and everything in between. I'll holla.